This is the type of hair you can play with all day. Like, it's like having natural curly hair, but my hair is not naturally curly. Is it working? Is it working? Anyways, so today I'm going to be using my Nume interchangeable wand, and I'm going to be using this one right here. I gotta figure out how this thing focuses. I really want this style to last, so I'm going to spray everything. I'm using the Smart Solutions hairspray. So I just spray my whole hair. I don't do section by section, I just spray everything. I want it to hold and I want it to last. And then I'm just going to use a comb. And I did the bottom section about this big, not too big, not too small, because the smaller they are, the more volume and tighter they're going to be, which is what I want. And then I'm going to do this one going back, and you put it in between the knobs of the wand, and you hold it. And then you let it go. Now this one I'm going to do going forward. So basically you're going to alternate. This one I want a lot of volume and I want it to be nothing going the same way, no curls going the same way. I don't want them to lock into each other. So I'm doing one going forward and one going backward. And I don't want to do too thick of a section. The thicker the section, the looser the curl is going to be. And then with the fact that I already sprayed in the hairspray before, and then I like to use a hairspray that is not like a super hard hold, kind of like this one's a flexible holding spray. I like to spray it like I just did, like all over, and then after I like to comb it out and then do the curling iron or do whatever hot tool that I'm going to be doing, because it already has the hold in there. So you're going to take another section and just comb it out. And then take another section like this. I kind of wait until I feel the heat coming through, and then I let it go. The only negative part about doing something like this is that you can't just, like, when you're done, just like let the hair slide out. It won't slide out. You have to like remove it. So that's a part that takes a little bit longer doing this one. So I did that one going back. I'm gonna do this one going forward. See, that was a little bit too much on one side. And you have to disperse the hair kind of evenly throughout the barrel. That way it won't be like super tight in some sections. Like, it won't be like super loose and then super tight in other sections. And then this part's the part that's a little annoying, having to take it out like that because it takes longer, but it's all worth it in the end. And I'm not brushing them out. I'm not doing anything after. I'm just leaving them I'm letting them cool, so that after we can play around with them and place them. And then sometimes I don't like to get super close when I first put my hair through the barrel, so I just roll it up after so it gets closer to the root. Once I feel the heat coming through, I let it go. This one I'm gonna do, I forgot. This one I'm gonna do going this way. The struggle. So I did it a little looser, and then I just rolled up the rest of it with my the hand holding the barrel. so I can get a little bit closer to the scalp. And then this one I'm gonna go back. Now this thing is no joke. The first time I ever used this type of wand, it didn't have like this plastic part on the end. I was using my friend's Nume wand, and it didn't have, like, this one has a little plastic piece, and it does get hot, but it doesn't get, like, it's not like the plain barrel. Like, if that touches your neck, you're done. So the first time I ever used the Nume wand, it was my friend's wand, the same one. I think it was maybe like only 5 interchangeable pieces, like different barrels, but maybe it was 8, I'm not sure. But it was the one like before the one that I got. Whew. Let me tell you. Oh. I wasn't used to, I don't know, I wasn't used to using a wand. I never really used wands. And this was like years ago, like when the wands like first came out. I never really used to use a wand. I'd always like just use a curling iron. And that day, she's like, look, I got this new wand. And she was watching like a YouTuber that had it, and then she got it. So I was like, oh, let me try it. I was actually going. It was a Tuesday, and after work I was gonna go on a date. It was actually the first time me and my fiance got together on a weekday. We would always like get together on the weekends, but like weekday, we're always too busy at the gym and stuff, you know. So that was like when you knew it was serious, when we started seeing each other on the weekdays, skipping the gym. But anyways, it was all worth it, you know what I'm saying? Look at us now. Wait, yeah, this one goes this way. Anyways, my point of the story was, I said, oh, let me try your wand, and let me just do something different to my hair, since I'm going somewhere tonight anyways. So, me trying to look cute, do something different, I burned the heck out of my, what is that, I guess forearm, because this edge, like the edge of the barrel, it didn't have a plastic on it, and I wasn't like used to it just being like an open barrel like that. So I was doing something and I literally burned this part of my arm. Like I was like this, and I don't know how, but it like tapped it. I swear to you, it was like the smallest tap ever, and it burnt so bad. Like, it was bad. I had never, like, being a hairstylist, I had never burned myself before. Like, maybe like a little tap, like when you're curling someone's hair that you're like not paying attention, and then you tap the barrel and you're like, oh, but it's not like a burn. It's just like you move your finger real quick. Oh my gosh, this was the first time I actually ever burned myself doing my own hair. So it looked cute. I'll put it in the video if I can find a picture of my hair that day. Then I was at the table and it was bothering me, and I had like a hoodie on, and I was like, look what I did today, trying to look cute, like. And then I showed him, and then he was like, I don't know, I don't really remember what he said. And I was like, it's not a big deal. But I never got burned like that before, so it literally lasted for like ever. And then I noticed, the reason I mentioned it while we were at dinner was because it was like bubbling up. That's how bad it was. So anyways, when I went to get my Nume wand, I was a little smart, and I got the one that has the plastic. So yes, it does get hot, but like you can touch it. I'm pretty sure if I touch it on my skin, it's not gonna burn me like it did that day, but it'll still be a little warm on the skin. But yeah, I still remember the first time I ever burned myself was me actually trying to look cute to go on a date. Like, I never would really do anything extra to go out. But that day I was like, let me try the wand, let me look cute since I'm going somewhere, and boom. Shorty done burn herself. Like, even after that, I've never burned myself. I don't know what I was doing. It was like at the salon too. We were fooling around. I wasn't really paying attention. I feel like every time I record a video, I have a story to tell. Oh man, this piece of hair was a little too thick, I think. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave it on a little bit longer Not till your hair burns off, but just leave it on a little bit longer because it's a thicker piece. And then hopefully it doesn't look like too loose compared to the other ones. And then if it does in the end, like if you find it in between all the hair, you just find a piece and like recurl it. I hope this setup looks okay. I hope you can see what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing yet with this new camera and stuff. Figuring it out. Have mercy on me. I'm sure when I go to edit this, I'm gonna be like, what? So finally we made it to the top of about like, there's 2 more sections left. Still alternating and keeping the pieces not too thick. Most of the pieces on the top I like to go over the barrel because it gives more volume at the top. It's gonna have so much volume because it's being alternated. So because one is going forward, one's going back, it's gonna have a lot of volume. But when I get towards the front pieces, I like the pieces to go like this above the barrel, close to the root, and then that gives off height. Where if it goes under the barrel, it actually gets a little bit flat. So the last 2 pieces, I like to go in the same direction and go over the barrel just for the maximum height at the root. So the cool thing about this is that in between the bumps of the barrel, it's really thin, so you get a really tight curl, and then the pieces that go around the bumps, you get like a bigger piece right here. So it's like a tight, big, tight, big, and then tight. So it gives you almost like a natural dimensional curl. Like real curls out here, I don't have them, but people that have real curls, none of the curl pattern is exactly the same. So this piece, since I'm doing it with my right hand, I bring it to there and then I roll it up with the actual barrel hand. I roll it closer so I get more of that lift at the root. Oh my god. Okay, so now all the curls are done. Make sure you didn't leave any pieces in the back. I always like to go like this and bring all the hair to the front so I could see in the mirror and make sure no pieces are still straight. First, I like to just like kind of scrunch it like a natural scrunch so they start to get softer without getting super frizzy. I mean, they are gonna get, the point of this look is a messy big curl. It's gonna get like textured, but you don't want to comb through them yet. You want to like soften them up and loosen them up. And this already has hairspray in it, so it already has hold. After I scrunch everything up to like soften everything, because when you put hairspray first and then you put the heat to it, it's pretty stiff kind of. So I like to scrunch it like this first so it gets soft, and then after it gets soft, then I like to run my fingers through it. So I'm gonna like flip it, you just play with it, and then I like to go like, not with my nails, because my nails are kind of like a comb, so you want to do with your fingers. Instead of going like this with my nails, I'm gonna take my fingers, and it's kind of like I'm just going like this. Like I'm not going like this through my curl, I'm doing like this. So I'm gonna go like this through the whole thing. I definitely like to do this with my hands, not a brush. A brush will make it very frizzy. So after this, I kind of like to just play around with it and see where I find that it's laying best. Like obviously the middle would not be best. So I feel like I'm kind of liking this side better, like it coming to the side. And then you just have to play around with it and position it to your liking. This looks confused. So if you have a piece like this that's just like don't know what it's doing, you recurl it. But not for a long time, because then you're gonna have to take it completely out. There we go. You position it how you want it. I mean, if you want it like all in your face, that's fine. And then you can take this and put it back here. Bring a little piece down. And then it has like volume right behind it. And you can wear it like this, which is like very holiday spirited, like very cute. And then like the ends, because obviously the ends are not fully curled, is where I add a little bit of gloss drops so that it has shine. And I'll show you what I do to add a little bit of shine to the ends without weighing down the hair, and then how I set it with hairspray. But I'm just taking a little bit of the Chi Silk Infusion drops, and then I take it and I go mostly on the tips of my fingers, and then I just go like right on the ends. So you could see it made the ends that were like kind of a little dry, it made them glossy. And this is the type of hair you can play with all day. Like, it's like having natural curly hair, but my hair is not naturally curly. You know what I'm saying? I love curly hair, but I don't got it. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of hairspray and I'm gonna spray it in, and I kind of like to like almost like scrunch it in when I put hairspray, so that like it doesn't dry on top of the hair. Like, I don't know, I don't like when hairspray just dries on top of the hair, like on little like frizzies and stuff. So I like to almost like scrunch it in. See, all this stuff is what dirties my ring. I work all day, and then people be like, let me see your ring, and it's full of hairspray. The struggle. Babe always gets mad. He's like, let me see your ring, and I'm like, and it's always dirty. But like, I'm a hairstylist. What you want me to do? So here's the final look, and this is my holiday curly, crazy, voluminous, texturized hair. I hope you like it. I hope you do it for the holidays. Oh, if you don't have a barrel like this one, I might have to do another video more in depth. Like this video, comment down below if you'd like to see me do it with just like a regular barrel. What I would do is get a barrel that's not like super tiny, but a barrel that's not like a 1 inch. Like right in between is this size barrel. I think it's like I'm not sure, it's less than a 1 inch. But this one, and then just the technique of how you wave it around the wand. Like this video if you like it. Comment down below if you'd like to see or whatever else you would like to see. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another video, and hit the notification button so that you get notified when I do post a video. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!